Hello, everyone. Welcome to Labor Day week trade, week number 36 of 2025 here at Switch Markets and howtotrade.com. These are going to be the picks of the week. We're going to keep it short and sweet this week because it is an abbreviated trading week. We're only going to get 4 trading days, and it's Cowboy week here in the United States. Labor Day week is always a great time to be in the markets. This is when we begin trading for real. Now, a lot of folks have made a lot of money over the summertime, and that's all fantastic, but what we're going to be doing right now for the next almost 12 weeks, right up until a Thanksgiving break, is going to be very, very important because there's a lot going to happen. There's going to be a lot of volatility, and there's a lot going on. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the key markets for this week. We're going to look at the Euro Australian dollar, the Euro USD, and the silver market. There was a point that I want to make on silver. I think we all have to know this key level. If we don't know it, we're going to be missing out. Euro Australian dollar right here. You can see the daily chart, 920 crossover. We have a sell signal that just set up. I don't necessarily know that if we want to sell right now, but you'll see right there, this purple bar, this doji, this sort of inverted hammer suggests that we are going to trend much, much lower. Now, I don't know that that is exactly the case, at least in the short term. Probably going to trade sideways, at least for a day or two. Not a whole lot of market movers out there till NFP this week, but even that's not really going to take the Euro Australian dollar directional. What do we want to do? Well, be patient. Be patient. I love this level right up here, though. You do see the 9 and the 20 EMAs. They're coming together. They're sort of crossing over, but they're also flattening out. When they flatten out, it's an opportunity to see a big-time support or resistance level. That's going to be a real nice resistance level up right around 179, 179 and a quarter. I'd be watching 179 and a quarter relatively closely. Now, from a macro perspective, this is sort of what I do, Fibonacci retracements and all the trend following and the Bollinger Bands and all that jazz. You can see exactly what the big level is. I mean, the big level is 176.95 to the Euro Australian dollar. That's where you want to buy in. Now, I don't necessarily know that we're going to get that level this week. Right now, we're trading, as we print this, about 178.85. So we're about 200 pips away. We still have an opportunity to make that trade, though, maybe later in this week. I would be looking at 177 firm as being an absolute robust downside support level. Now, Euro US dollar, this is one of these charts that we've been pulling over and over and over and over again. I get a lot of questions on the Euro USD, Shane. Long, short. And I'd say, well, I don't really necessarily know. I'm not as confident right now that we're going to get that big bearish break, but I do still like it to the short. Believe it or not, I think the US dollar has given up a lot of its puff. I think we have an opportunity here potentially to get that sell-off, but we're going to need a catalyst. So if you were to look to short this market, you're probably going to be in this one until the end of Friday. This is going to be a long trade, definitely a swing trade, not a day trade. But this right here, this stop loss right there, that's probably what you're going to be looking at exiting the market. If you are holding shorts, you need to be thinking smart and be smart right around that J-Pal high at the Jackson Hole Symposium where he basically said we're going to cut interest rates no matter what. And then we've got Lisa Cook, the saga, all of it's all in the newsletter. But a lot going on right here in the Euro USD. Still love the short. My stop loss will probably be right up there. If you're going to go that far, you might as well go just a little bit further. Maybe 117.55 or something like that. 51, 55. I would probably go with 59. Say that 3 times fast, but interesting sort of situation that we're in. But you can definitely see that the bullish price action is owning it. Are we going to get a bearish break? It's going to be a catalyst. That's NFP Friday. That's essentially what we're looking for. Do we get the big bullet or bearish move? I don't know. No one does. We might get it, though. You never know. Pretty good trend line, pretty good trade, though. Remember, if you have a stop loss, you have an opportunity to win. If you don't know where you have to get out of the market, you have a big, big problem. All right, XAG USD. This is the last market that we're going to look at here today. You can see the silver is interesting. Go back. If you missed last week's live streams, go back and watch the live streams where we covered silver. We talked a lot about 40. We talked about a lot what 40 was going to look like as far as price action goes and volatility and volume. Volume flew into the market right over 40. We saw a nice big break. You got to be bullish till the cows come home right here. So I would be looking at 40 absolutely as a potential buying opportunity. You say, Shane, this is market overextended. What should I do? Well, I can't tell you what to do. We don't tell you what to do at Switch Markets. We don't tell you what to do at How to Trade. But what we can say is when we broke above 40, we have an opportunity to really win. And what I mean is you will get a pullback. You will get a pullback back down to 40. I love Fibonacci retracements. I would view silver a lot like I view gold, maybe something like that. Look at that, 62% right down there at 40.04. That's a pretty good area. Pretty darn good area. So that's exactly what I'm looking at this week. We're looking at the Euro Australian dollar. We're looking at the Euro USD, and then also the silver market. I think we have an opportunity there to make a couple of pretty good trades. I absolutely love 177 in the Euro Aussie. I just don't think we're going to get it this week. If we do, though, that's a winner. This daily bullish trend line, remember, when we break the trend lines, we're playing a reversal here. Do we get it? Don't we? I think we have an opportunity potentially to get it. But it's all going to be about NFP on Friday. So that's it from here. It's Labor Day week. It's time to cowboy up, get in the markets, trade the action well, and we'll talk soon. See you.